What's going on, folks? Rick here. I'm back with another video. I'm here to talk about what's going on in tech this week. And real quick, I just wanted to kind of rant a little bit about the LG V30. So, in the recent past, I made a few videos of the LG G6. And I really liked the phone. It was a pretty capable phone. It was a great device. And even at $650, it was cheaper than the Galaxy S8, and it kind of came out a few weeks before the S8. So when comparing apples to apples, for me the S8 was a better phone, so I decided to return the G6 and stick with the S8. However, I had some reservations, because I really liked the phone. I was selling an apartment at the time, and that wide angle lens really did a world of difference to really show off my apartment, show off most of the room, compared to a regular standard camera. So there's a lot of features of the LG G6 that I really love. And in recent days, the LG G6 has dropped substantially in price to the point of being offered unlocked dual SIM with the quad DAC 64 gigabyte variant from Korea for about $399, which is insane. Brand new, $399. It was just selling for $650 about 3 months ago. So with that being said, and this week, and we're talking about what's going on this week in tech. I don't know if you could tell in the background, but we have the LG V30. Okay, this is why I'm really excited about this phone. In the past few months, I've been meaning to buy myself a secondary phone that has flagship specs and may not kill me in the wallet. And I was looking at the Moto Z2 Play, and for the price, it just really wasn't doing it for me. It had lackluster specs, smaller battery capacity, and I just was not feeling it, didn't want to pull the trigger. The OnePlus 5 was the next device I was really excited about. Again, it just looks to me like a carbon copy of an iPhone, and aesthetics is really important to me in regards to a phone. So I decided to not go with the OnePlus 5. So now we have the next level and the next step, in flagship devices coming out, or the devices that really make a company really want to show what they have. You have the LG V30, and then you have the Samsung Note 8. Yes, the Note 8. Okay. So with that being said, the Note 8 is going to have a lot of technology in it. I'm hearing a lot of things about it having 6 gigabytes RAM, the dual camera thing, but they still haven't been able to get that whole fingerprint scanner on the screen situated. So again, I believe there's going to be the fingerprint scanner right next to the camera, which really sucks. It is going to have dual camera sensors, so that, I guess that's pretty cool as well. But LG has been doing dual camera for a while now. They've been doing it ever since the G5. And I really like their technology in dual camera setups. And obviously the camera features and everything, LG is known to have the best camera features for filmmakers and things of that nature, and people that like to take photography and all that jazz. So LG's been doing it for a while. And I think a lot of people rave about their camera technology. So with the V30 coming out, I'm really excited. This is kind of a leaked render or someone's image of what they think it'll look like. And I think if the phone kind of looked like this, I think it would be a home run for LG. I kind of like how it has that secondary display on top, but not really, you know what I mean? It's integrated as part of the entire screen. So it's not a dual screen, it's just a portion of the screen. I do know that the V30, the screen ratio is going to be insane. It's going to be like 93% screen, so that's going to look awesome. I'm not really going to get into complete specs of the V30, but I'm very excited about this phone. There's a lot of things in there to get you going. Obviously, that screen technology, they're really, it debuted on the G6, and I just think it's a really amazing phone. I had a lot of regret giving up my G6 compared to the S8. The S8 is an amazing phone. I'm not going to say that it's not. But when we're getting at prices at close to $800 for a base model S8, and I could pick up a G6 now for almost $399, that's gonna get you to really start to think, did you make the right decision? You know what I mean? Some people just want the Samsung name brand, and that's cool, and I'm typically the person that goes with Samsung because it's a no-brainer. And right now I am filming on a Galaxy S8. However, you know, there are other options, and I think LG is right there. They kind of screwed up with the G5. They took a big nosedive because of it, but I think they learned from their lesson. They learned their lesson, and they winded up putting out a pretty awesome device in the G6. And the only reason why the G6 isn't selling as well, obviously because the S8 dominates with advertisement, and Samsung is just a beast when it comes to like pushing their product. So most people are going to gravitate towards the Galaxy name brand. That doesn't mean that LG is not making great devices either. So in speaking of the Note 8, here are some leaked pictures right here, a leaked render of the Galaxy Note 8. And from what I'm seeing in pictures and various leaks and renders, I think this is going to be the final product for the Galaxy Note 8. You're going to have your dual camera sensors, the heart rate monitor in the middle / flash, and then again you're going to have the fingerprint sensor off to the side next to the camera. I think this is a really horrible placement for a fingerprint scanner. Everyone in the tech industry with the Galaxy S8 when it came out has been complaining about that as well. You figured Samsung would listen, but they did not. So unless they come out with some kind of technology with the fingerprint scanner embedded in the front of the screen, or if not, even put the fingerprint scanner right underneath the camera, and I think a lot of people would be fine with that. But I think they're gonna go again with the fingerprint sensor right alongside to the right of the camera, and I just don't think that's good placement. It's gonna have a 6.3-inch ratio, screen to body ratio, so that's gonna be pretty much the same, like 90% screen. And obviously, if you are a Samsung person, you'll know that they have their what they call their infinity display, where the screen actually curves off to the sides. So whether you're a big, you know, whether you like that a lot or you don't, that I guess will make your determination of whether you're gonna pick up a Galaxy product. The only thing I really don't like about the infinity display, it's hard to get a tempered glass screen protector that fits it properly. I purchased a few and they just don't work properly. There's not enough adhesive and I really don't like it. So I winded up falling back on regular screen protectors as opposed to a tempered glass screen protector, which I typically like to use on flat panel phones. Again, this is supposed to be rocking 6 gigabytes of RAM. So finally, Samsung is stepping up to the 6 gigabytes of RAM and a 3300 milliamp battery. It's not huge. It's basically on par with what the Note series had before. So with the Note 7 and that whole fiasco, I think that was around the same. So I'm excited about both of these phones. Again, Galaxy is my go-to phone in regards to you know, my devices, because it's a no-brainer. They work great. The cameras are the best. The displays are the best, and it's kind of hard not to go with a Galaxy product. But again, looking at the V30, you know what I mean, design is very big for me, and I really did not like the design of the V20. I just thought it was god awful ugly. But I think the V30 will take some cues from the G6, and if it does take some cues from the G6, then I would be compelled to purchase that phone. Again, it depends on specs and pricing. Let's hope this phone will come out to be a beast, and I might take the jump to LG as opposed to Samsung. So real quick, here's another leaked image of the Galaxy Note 8 in the flesh. And one other complaint I have about Samsung, and I know a lot of people love Samsung's design. I think Samsung has had pretty much the same design since the Galaxy S6, and I need to change it up a little bit. You may not have to go with full metal unibody, but you know, if you're gonna stick with the glass, I know Huawei is doing some things with their Honor brand, with having, you know, different layers of glass to produce different effects and different tones and different colors in different lighting. And I think Samsung would be good for them to follow suit and do something dramatic. I think they're just riding the wave of the glass panel, you know, glass panel back and the glass front, and I think it's getting a little bit stale. We'll see how many more iterations of the Galaxy brand can go with this glass front, glass back. But I kind of wish they would do something a little bit more innovative and go with something else. I was hoping with stereo speakers, but that does not seem to be the case. It's still noted to be having a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so that's also good. And here are again some leak images of the final product, and again you are seeing the fingerprint scanner on the back off to the side of the camera, which would lead us to believe that we are not getting an embedded fingerprint scanner on the front of the screen. Let's see if there's any other pictures. There's your S Pen. Looks like your typical S Pen. I think they would have some more features to the S Pen, some more sensitivity, and some more gimmicks surrounding the S Pen. I do know that the Note 8 has to come out and be a beast, obviously because of what happened with the Note 7. So I anticipate spec-wise it would be amazing. I'm also hearing 3 different levels of zoom with this camera, so that is to be seen in the near future. They're having their Unpacked event on August 23rd. I know the V30 I think is coming out on August 30th. So you know, their unveil date might be different from their release date. So they might be releasing the V30 before the Note lineup. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Again, some more Google Pixel 2 leaks over here. This is a brand that I really didn't like when I first saw the first iteration of the Pixel. I know a lot of hardcore enthusiasts want to go with the Pixel because it has no bloatware, it has stock Android in there, the operating system runs buttery smooth, but just aesthetically, I'm not really feeling this look. Also, another thing that kind of turned me off, it had no expandable memory. One thing that looks good about this device, it looks like it's going to be coming with front firing speakers, so that's definitely something to really raise your eyebrows at. Front firing speakers is something that's been missing from a lot of flagships for a while. I know ZTE did it with their Axon brand, and I think it really helped them sell a lot of units because of that front firing speakers. But we're gonna have to wait and see. I believe the Pixel will be announced sometime in September, so we're just gonna have to hold our breath. I know fall is big time for a lot of big flagship devices to be coming out, with the exception of the Galaxy S brand that usually comes out in April, or if not even February. Really, that's basically the topics I wanted to go over. I know T-Mobile is offering some kind of unlimited 55 plan. Any T-Mobile users over the age of 55, here you go. If you're over the age of 55, you get 2 unlimited plans for $60, which seems like a good deal. $30 a line compared to the typical 50 to 60 or even $45 a line, something of that sort. So you could save some money there if you are a senior or being close to being a senior. Again, I just really wanted to go over the V30 brand, and I'm really hoping that the V30 aesthetically, from the leak renders I've been seeing of the V30, it kind of looks like a G6, and I'm not at all upset about that. If it has that dual display like I'm seeing in that original photo that I showed you guys right here from GSM Arena, if it has that secondary display like they're showing on top in some leak renders over here, I know it's a little bit cloudy, the picture, but if it has that secondary display like that with the camera integrated without the front speaker, I think it'll be pretty cool, and it's something that I would consider purchasing over the Note series. So it should be coming to all 4 major carriers. I am a T-Mobile user, so I can't wait to see which one is best, price-wise, spec-wise, and overall a great phone and a well-rounded phone. Alright guys, if you have any questions, any comments, leave it in the comment section below. That was my video. Again, please leave in the comment section below, what do you think of the V30? Do you think the V30 will give the Galaxy Note 8 a run for its money? Again, spec-wise, price-wise, and just overall aesthetically, what do you think of the V30's chances of going head-to-head with the Note 8 and actually surpassing the Note 8? I think it's possible. It's very possible that it might just do it. I don't know how probable it is, but it's possible. Alright guys, that's my video. Again, shout out in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and also please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. That really would help me out and I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one.